Let's talk about some of those issues. We know that we've got a healthcare system that's broken, that's bankrupting families and bankrupting communities. We know that it's affecting all of America, but we also know that it is particularly hitting hard on African American and Latino communities. We know the statistics. We know that 2/3 of the folks who don't have health insurance in this country work every day. Some of them work 2 jobs and still don't have health insurance. Now, during the presidential campaign, everybody's going to come up with a proposal to provide health insurance to every single person. But let me tell you what I did when I was in the Illinois Senate. Let me talk about how I provided health insurance to thousands of children who didn't have health insurance, how I helped to bring Democrats and Republicans together to provide health insurance to parents of children who did not have health insurance. I can talk about how I fought against insurance companies who were price gouging the uninsured, charging them more than folks who had health insurance, and how we helped to work to reverse that. I can talk about how we worked together to reduce the price of prescription drug for senior citizens in Illinois. I don't just talk about it, I've done it. Everybody talks about the criminal justice system and how it has not always treated people throughout America equally. Well, I don't have to just present a proposal about what I'm going to do, Reverend. I will talk about what I've already done. In the Illinois legislature, I passed the first in the nation law requiring videotaping of interrogations and confessions in capital cases, so we wouldn't have 13 innocent men on death row in Illinois. I passed the first law requiring that we monitor racial profiling in Illinois, prohibiting the practice. I don't just propose, I've actually done those things. I know that everybody here is concerned about ex-offenders. We hear some talk during campaigns about the fact that we've got hundreds of thousands of young men and increasingly young women who are coming back into our communities each and every day. And that if we don't do something about it, there is no way that we can overcome and rebuild our communities. There's no way that these men can be fathers effectively if they are not only imprisoned, but then placed under an economic death sentence for the rest of their lives. Well, I haven't just talked about these things. I've actually done it. When I was in the Illinois legislature, we passed laws to make it easier for ex-offenders to gain gainful employment and to become barbers and to become people who are able to work in various industries around the state. We know about voting rights, that our parents and our grandparents, they didn't march and they didn't submit themselves to fire hoses and imprisonment simply in order for us to have ordinary law-abiding citizens intimidated and deceived into not being able to vote. And that's why not only as a lawyer did I file suits on behalf of those who had been disenfranchised, but I also passed laws and have introduced laws right now in the United States Senate to make sure that we make those deceptive practices a felony throughout America, that we cannot have a situation in which people are being told that they cannot vote. So when I talk about these issues, these aren't issues that are new to me. These aren't issues that I just decided to start talking about as a presidential candidate. And I think it is important for everybody who is in this network to examine people's track records and make certain that they know that everybody's track record. And what I have said to Reverend Sharpton, and I will say here today, if there is somebody, I don't care whether they are white or black, whether they're male or female, if there is somebody who has been more on the forefront on behalf of the issues that you care about and has more concrete accomplishment on behalf of the things that you're concerned about, then I am happy to see you endorse them. I am happy to see you support them. But I am absolutely confident that you will not find that, because there is nobody who has stood fast on these issues more consistently each and every day than I have. That is something that I know.